The extraordinary heroics of the group known as the Avengers.
Fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe flocked to theaters to catch the adventures of Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and the Avengers. Now that the Infinity Saga is complete, those fans can relive many of those adventures through the Disney Plus streaming service. Although the MCU started in 2008 with Iron Man, that's not where the actual story begins. Just like in Avengers Endgame, the story of the Infinity Stones weaves through time and space.
The Infinity Stones create what you experience as the flow of time.
So we're here to help you navigate it. Hey folks, and welcome to The Binger. In this video, we're going to show you how to watch the MCU films available on Disney Plus in their proper storyline order. Before the Avengers, before S.H.I.E.L.D., before Iron Man, there was Captain America. The story of the MCU begins during the peak of World War II. Dr. Abraham Erskine, a German scientist, developed what would become known as the Super Soldier Serum. But who would be the serum's first test subject? Would you believe a skinny orphan kid from Brooklyn? Steve Rogers showed the heart, the dedication, and the commitment to fight for freedom, liberty, and justice. His determination made him the ideal candidate to undergo the transformation from scrawny runt to super soldier. His sacrifice saved thousands of lives and made him a legend. While the world changed around him, he still held onto those values. Carol Danvers was always more than just a girl. As a child, she competed on the go-kart track and the baseball diamond. As an Air Force Academy cadet, she proved herself as tough and capable as any man. As a fighter pilot, she showed that she could handle state-of-the-art aircraft. As a member of the Kree Star Force, she earned the respect of her teammates and commanders. As the superhero known as Captain Marvel, she channeled her power and saved an entire alien race from extinction. She inspired a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent named Nick Fury to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if they could become something more. Although Danvers left Earth to explore space, her influence on Fury would last for decades. For the movie-going audience, the Marvel Cinematic Universe started in a cave with a box of scraps. Although the film came out in 2008, the setting for Iron Man was the year 2010. The time jump gave the setting a near-future feel, with technology just barely out of reach. Instead of starting with the idealistic Captain America, audiences were introduced to the MCU through Tony Stark, a genius billionaire playboy philanthropist. When a terrorist group kidnapped Stark and demanded that he make weapons for them, Tony turned the tables and built a suit of armor. His inventive mind helped him overcome his captors and brought him into what would become a much bigger universe. That much bigger universe would open up the following year. Tony Stark's section of that universe would include new foes, such as industrialist Justin Hammer and rival Ivan Vanko, also known as Whiplash. Tony would also gain some new allies, including S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Natasha Romanoff, codenamed Black Widow. His longtime friend, U.S. Air Force Colonel James Rhodes, would pilot the armored suit codenamed War Machine. In another part of the universe, the gods of the Norse pantheon would show themselves to be real. Thor Odinson, the Norse god of thunder, was cast down to Earth due to his arrogance and hunger for glory. Thor's arrival would change his attitude toward humans and show humans that they weren't alone in the universe. The Avengers brought Iron Man, Captain America, the Incredible Hulk, Thor, Hawkeye, and Black Widow together to stop an alien invasion of New York City. The team must stop Thor's brother Loki and the alien army he commands. They must also close a wormhole powered by the Tesseract, an alien artifact first seen in Captain America. While the new team chalked up their first victory, the armored Avenger would not escape from New York unscathed. In Iron Man 3, Tony Stark had to confront Mandarin, the leader of the terrorist group who kidnapped him in the first film. While Iron Man faces his inner darkness, the Asgardian Avenger must deal with a dark world. Thor returns to Asgard with his brother Loki as his prisoner. Loki must face his punishment for his part in the Battle of New York, but a more powerful evil force endangers the Nine Realms. The dark elf Malekith threatens to destroy the universe through the power in an ancient artifact known as the Ether. The Ether infects Jane Foster, Thor's lady love, and Thor must work with Loki to rescue Jane and stop Malekith. After Malekith's defeat, Thor's friends Volstagg and Lady Sif take the Ether to a being known as the Collector, who will play a vital role as the saga continues. From the halls of celestial power in Asgard, the saga turns toward the halls of earthly power in Washington, D.C. Captain America faces a dilemma when he finds that his best friend from his Brooklyn days, Bucky Barnes, is still alive. Bucky has been transformed into the Winter Soldier, a brainwashed assassin programmed to eliminate Cap and his allies. At the same time, Cap learns that Hydra, the group of evil scientists he opposed during World War II, is also still active. Cap, Black Widow, Nick Fury, and new hero the Falcon learn that Hydra has infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. The heroes must take down the world's most powerful intelligence agency while Cap tries to save his best friend. A lost Earthling, an alien assassin, a hulking hunter, a talking raccoon, a walking tree. Some heroes, huh? While they don't have the star power of the Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy made an immediate impact when they hit the screen. Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Groot all tried to steal the orb, an artifact of untold power, from each other. These misfits eventually joined forces and used the orb to defeat the Kree zealot Ronan the Accuser. In Volume 2, Peter met his biological father, a celestial being named Ego. Peter's new bond with his father strained his bonds with his teammates. However, their relationship became strained when Peter learned that Ego wanted to take over the universe. The first time the Avengers assembled, they had to fight a threat from beyond the stars. In Age of Ultron, they had to overcome a foe of their own making. Tony Stark created the artificial intelligence known as Ultron as a way to build a suit of armor around the world. Ultron decided that the best way to protect the Earth was to eliminate the people on it. While the Avengers were fighting Ultron in Sokovia, a thief and a scientist came together in San Francisco. Former thief Scott Lang helped scientist Hank Pym protect his technology from greedy industrialist Darren Cross. Cross developed his own suit codenamed Yellow Jacket while Lang took on Pym's former heroic identity of Ant-Man. The events of Avengers Age of Ultron caused a split among Earth's mightiest heroes. The United Nations ratified the Sokovia Accords, a set of rules that would restrict the activities of enhanced individuals. Iron Man, War Machine, and their allies agreed that their interventions should come with limits. Captain America, Falcon, and their supporters believed that they needed the freedom to act without governmental limitations. While the dispute started as a philosophical debate, it wouldn't be long before it escalated into an all-out super brawl. The fight led to Team Iron Man capturing several members of Team Cap and sending them to an isolated island prison. This schism would leave the team and the Earth susceptible to another more dangerous alien threat. A highly skilled genius with an ego to match. A horrible incident that left the genius disabled and vulnerable. A transformation from selfish narcissist to selfless hero. Sound familiar? While Iron Man showed how tech genius Tony Stark went from playboy to protector, Doctor Strange took a similar path with a different outcome. Dr. Stephen Strange was a brilliant surgeon who let the skills in his hands go to his head. A devastating car accident left him with limited use of his hands and ended his career in the operating room. He searched everywhere for a cure, including a remote mountaintop in Tibet. He channeled his talents from creating medical miracles to stopping magical menaces. One of the casualties of civil war was King T'Chaka of Wakanda. Not only was T'Chaka the lawful ruler of the African nation, but he also served as its protector under the name Black Panther. After his passing, T'Chaka's son Prince T'Challa must take the throne and the mantle of Black Panther. T'Challa must also protect the country's store of vibranium, the most valuable and durable metal on Earth. T'Challa must face off against arms dealer Ulysses Klaue, who wants to sell the vibranium to the highest bidder. He must also regain his throne from his long-lost cousin, the mercenary Eric Killmonger, who threatens to use vibranium-powered weapons to start a world war. Thor has always had his share of family problems. He was expelled from Asgard by his father Odin. He's constantly battled his adopted brother Loki. But his toughest battle came against his long-lost sister Hela. Hela had been Odin's closest heir when the two of them conquered Asgard thousands of years ago. When Odin took the throne, he banished and imprisoned Hela and glossed over his bloody past. Hela takes her revenge by destroying Thor's hammer and banishing him from Earth. Thor must escape the planet Sakaar and work with Loki, Hulk, and a former Asgardian soldier codenamed Valkyrie to save Asgard from Hela. They must work together to prevent Ragnarok, the final destruction of Asgard. The Avengers are broken. The Earth is in danger. Thanos is coming. The Mad Titan launches his quest for the all-powerful Infinity Stones by stealing the Power Stone from its safe on Xandar. On the Asgardian refugee ship, Thanos takes out Loki, beats down the Hulk, batters Thor, and secures the Space Stone. Thanos also takes the Reality Stone from the Collector, despite the Guardians' best efforts to stop Gamora's father. He sacrifices Gamora to gain the Soul Stone, convinces Doctor Strange to give him the Time Stone, and rips the Mind Stone from Vision's head. With all 6 stones in his Infinity Gauntlet, all it takes is a snap of his fingers to eliminate half the life in the universe. 5 years later, the Avengers are still reeling from their loss to Thanos. Every hero has lost friends, family, and loved ones to the snap. The team goes their separate ways until the unlikeliest hero of all gives them the means to make things right. The research of Hank Pym, the technology of Tony Stark, and the thieving skills of Scott Lang give the Avengers the tools for the biggest robbery in history: a time heist. The Avengers go on missions throughout time and space to recover the Infinity Stones, eliminate Thanos, and bring back everyone they've lost. Although they set things right, their victory does not come without a cost, as MCU founding father Tony Stark makes the ultimate sacrifice. So what do you think? Are you going to binge watch the Infinity Saga on Disney+? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to The Binger to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.